Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Millennial Talks. First, let me introduce our member today's podcast. That is me. I'm Adela Fortunada from IPB University as moderator, and today we have three special amazing guests. There are Kim Kan Hai from PPIU University, Tewai San Liang from PPIU University, and Haikal Rahman from IPB University. And guys, today we're gonna discuss about why radio is still prevalent in the modern world. Okay, so
Okay.
right now let's get started on the topic we have to talk about.
Oh,
Okay, guys. First, I wanna ask you a question. Do you guys still listening to the radio? You guys
yes.
still familiar with radio?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we listen on the car, maybe
Mm-hmm.
someplace. And now I'm gonna share what is radio. Okay, so radio is the technology of signaling and communicating using radio waves. It is generated by an electronic device called a transmitter, and it's connected to an antenna which radiates the wave. So it's received by another antenna and also get connected to a radio receiver. But the question is, why radio still relevant in this modern world? Why should we still listen to the radio? What's the most important of the radio? Okay, Kim Han, you can
Okay,
talk
thank
about
you.
your
Yeah.
opinion.
Okay, thank you for question, Ada. Okay, I should answer this kind of question because people nowadays think that radio is no longer used. Radio can be received by readily available low-cost device and provide complete coverage of a station survey area. It is one of those things that you will still do while doing other things. Radio is the most reliable source to have in case of an emergency or national disaster.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
on the top, before we going into deeper topics, I would like to tell you about the history of the radio. Radio is an device for passing message to a large audience. Radio involves the process by which messages are sent through electrical wave. The word radio is defined as the process of sending and receiving message through the air using electromagnetic wave. It is also about the activity of broadcasting programs for people to listen to the programs being broadcasted. The existence of radio waves was proven by a German physicist, Heinrich Hertz, on November 11, 1886. In the mid 1890s, building on techniques physicists were using to study electromagnetic wave, Guglielmo Marconi developed the first apparatus for long distance sending wireless Morse code messages to source over a kilometer away in 1895. And the first translated
Mm-hmm.
signal on December 3rd, first commercial radio broadcast was transmitted on November 2, 1920s. When the live returns of the Harding Cox presidential election were broadcasted by Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company in Pittsburgh under the call signs of KDKA. The emission of radio waves is regulated by law and coordinated by the International Telecommunication Union, or to shorten it is ITU, which allocates frequency bands in the radio spectrum for different uses. Tai, do you want to continue?
Yes, hi everyone. Uh, Now I will tell a bit about the radio. Radio has some important out of popular media. Radio can be useful for listening, regardless of the downside. It can reach a left function or the ambient, regardless of the remote traffic or location. Radio not only keep listener engaged but also provide sources in income for both broadcaster and advantage alike. Done in recent years, television and internet broadcasting has taken over. Radio remain a valuable resource for entertainment, information, and general convenience. Radio can have many benefits. One of them is a medium or the communication that keep us updated and informed in provide entertainment in the leisure and enhance knowledge community service survive announcements, school, event, concert, day, parades, and other public hang, public happening may also be here or call radio. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Chen Lien. Now I'm continuing from Chen Lien. This is the deeper topic that I talked about before because the advantage of radio and the reason why radio is still prevalent in the modern world. First, radio keep us informed. Radio bring us current event, traffic and weather report, local news, and more. Most television stations use radio broadcast to provide background information about the story they are covering on TV. Radio keep us up to date and well informed. From morning until night, radio station can be count on to keep listener informed about what is going on. The second one, radio help in recreation for children. Radio can be valuable teaching tool. A large portion of kind programming is designed to help young children develop their cognitive ability and literacy skill. Beyond the education benefit, radio pack their imagination and help teacher find new and innovative teaching methods. There are many age appropriate radio show that parents can listen to with their children, and in offer an entertaining way to introduce information and culture foundation to young listener. Okay, thank you. Continue with Haika.
Yes. Moreover, the radio has some disadvantages. That is, the first one is the absence of visual element. The most major issue related to radio is the absence of a visual component. The radio sponsor can show or exhibit the item or utilize some other visual allure. As examined before, in making brand mindfulness, bundle recognizable proof. Proof regularly is a basic for some. Promoter, considering the expanding number of huge retail location in urban areas with self-administration, and in rustic business sector where the education rates are very low, but no distinguishing proof can assume a significant part in brand choice. So the second one is crowd fragmentation. So crowd fragmentation is a phenomenon where over time the mass audience becomes more diverse in their overall media consumption as individuals become more selective and specialized. The level of audience fragmentation depends on factors such as the audience geographic location and its demographics composition. And a fragmented audience is more difficult to reach with advertising. A large number of radio broadcasts make crowds fracture. So the quantity of the crowd tuned to a specific station is typically minuscule. Promoters who need to arrive at expensive market regions through radio with language contrast need to delay on various stations arriving at explicit geographic regions.
Yes, now I want to add a bit more about the advertisement on radio that is regretted listener action. It is tend to draw on in um, in and hope radio audience remember consideration regarding plus progress and changing in a continue alone an audience remember and we should likely miss or function of the plus considerable outcome of 15 it radio station air high and its border air an audience remember if the count out of air with but some tips to keep your audience engaged. There are shows to listener. It's not just about you. Make concert content all about your listener. Share engage on social when like be honest and open with your listener. Keep a chill on your show. Sing for scat away broadcast appropriate content. Thank you.
Okay,
And
so
below,
yeah, okay, so the conclusion of why radio is still prevalent in this modern world, first, because radio is great and very useful invention of modern science. It is a part and parcel of our modern life. It plays a very important role in our life because we can listen everywhere and it provides the most recent updates about the news and also something entertainment and maybe music too. Yeah, when there is no access to the internet, people still can still search the airwaves for the trustworthy sources. Radio is not costly. We do not pay for that. Any person, rich or poor, can buy it and enjoy the various programs. It also means that we can easily access the communication of the radio. Various important items are broadcast on the radio. Also, different types of government programs are also announced on the radio. As a result, we can notice about all the news about the government. And then the warnings of different types are broadcast on the radio too. But radio has its advantage over the other mass media outlets like the television in terms being handy, easily accessible, and cheap. Nobody wants to carry their television, right? So radio is the answer. And basically, the radio is virtually anywhere, everywhere, anywhere, at any time of the day. Today, in nowadays day, in the modern world, we can also access the radio or the music and stuff from the application such as Spotify, and also we can listen podcasts too on the radio and also the music too. A mass medium like radio can play an important role in the media sector, and also there are about 85,000 villages in our country that can listen to the radio. Maybe that's it from us. Thank you. Sorry if we're not maximum. See you on another day. Goodbye. Thank you.